Guys, I went 0 to 100,000 a month in 45 days after studying with the famous Bob Proctor, and it completely changed my life. For 5 years, I struggled in business. So I have over 300 clients that I've trained on teaching them how to reprogram their mind so they can level up their life. So if you're watching this video, it's because you're a man and you want to go to the next level. You want to hit 6 and 7 figures in your business. You want to travel the world, live your lifestyle, and live like a GTA character. So by the end of this video, make sure you stay to the very end, because guys, this is stuff I used to train my clients on that I'm going to give you absolutely for free in this video. What's going on, family? It's your boy DeAndre Saxon, back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Dubai. You already know what it is. Your boy's too slippery. Your boy is in big motion. What's going on? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you the first steps that you need to make in order to level up your life. If you guys are watching me for the first time or you're returning to me, welcome. So let's talk about the first step in actually changing your life. And step number one, and I'm going to put a little diagram here, and I remember training this for years while I was working with Bob Proctor before he passed away. So the first thing we're going to want to look at is this. Is the bottom left here, a fantasy. In order to change your life, brother, you have to start to believe that you can do more. You cannot let your outside current situation, your current lifestyle dictate where you're gonna be. If you guys have been following my story, I used to sleep on an air mattress. I slept in my car for 5 months. I used to couch surf. I was dead broke for so many years trying to get my business off the ground. But you know what? You know what kept me going throughout all that time was a fantasy that I could be more, do more, and have more. So it doesn't matter where you're at right now. You could have $5 in your bank account. You can have 5,000. It doesn't matter. You can literally create a new version of yourself when you make a decision on going to the next level. So what does that actually look like? Step number one is we got to build a fantasy, bro. What does that life look like? Yo, you can literally build a life just like GTA. I swear I live like GTA. Follow me on Instagram. You can see my profile. Yo, I swear I feel like I'm a GTA character. I travel the world. I meet girls. I make money. I drive my dream cars. It's insane. But guess what? I designed it that way, and you can design it the way you want. Some people might look at my life and be like, yo, I'd rather just buy a house and live in the countryside. That's good for you, bro. That's your fantasy. What is that? That's all I want you to get to thinking is, what is that fantasy, bro? Do you want to live in a place like Dubai in a penthouse? Do you want to live in Medellin, Colombia, Miami? What is that fantasy? What do you want to build? This is the first step changing your life, bro. And you might be afraid because you've never dreamed this big before, or maybe you've dreamed in the past but you failed. But guess what, bro? You're gonna tap back in. I need you to dream one more time, just one more time. What we're gonna do is I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write down exactly what you want with your life. Make it a shopping list. What do you want? How do you want to live your life? You have the ability to create the life that you want. You see, inside of that beautiful head of yours is a mind. It's a brain, and there's in it something called imagination. It's what separates you from all other living things. Your dog can only be a dog, your cat can only be a cat, but you can be whatever you want, brother. In this first phase, we're gonna have to get you to dream one more time. Dream so much bigger than what you've been living. I know what you can build. I know what you can create. And if you don't believe it quite yet in yourself, believe in my belief in you that you can do it, because that's what Bob Proctor did for me. When I had $100 in my account and I slept in my car at that event in LA, and he said, DeAndre, you can be more, you can do more, you can have more, and I believe in you. And I said, okay, Bob Proctor, I don't know why my life sucks right now. I'm gonna listen to you. And guess what? It changed my life. I earned $1 million by the time I was 25. He poured belief into me, and I'm pouring belief into you. So we're gonna get this fantasy, bro. Okay, follow me. So next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna want to be able to ask yourself 2 questions here. This is really important, because before we go into the next phase, there's 2 important things you have to ask yourself. Number one is, are you able to achieve this goal? Are you able to achieve the things that you wrote on that list? So whether you come from science that says that you have infinite potential within you, or whether you come from theology, which is like God lives in you, and God being the creator means that you can create on this earth, whatever approach you want to come at it, you have the ability to do whatever you want. So the question, are you able to actually achieve these things that you wrote down in these fantasy? Absolutely. But here's the second question, bro. And this is going to be the separator, because you're going to have to go through some bullshit. I'm telling you right now, bro, you're going to write that list down. And as soon as you write it down, and as soon as you start moving towards it, you're going to get tested. That's the key right there. And here's the second question. What's required? Are you willing to do what's required for you to go to the next level? Are you willing to move to the new city, start that business, put your last $1,000 into that business, put your last bit of effort and energy and run it to the very end, to the point where you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it? Are you willing to do what's required for you to succeed, bro? Because that's gonna be the great separator. I'm telling you right now, because I've experienced this so many times in my life. I'm going through it right now on my own level. No matter what level you're going to, whether you're at 5,000 a month, 10,000, 20,000 or above, I don't care what income level you're at here, there's gonna be levels you're gonna have to hit. And then that question is going to hit you. Are you willing to do what's required? Are you willing to book that flight? Are you willing to, separate from your girlfriend? And you know how many times I've had to break up with ex-girlfriends to move to new places because that was the place my intuition was telling me to move to? So now you've answered yes to that question because you're watching this video. So let's move on to the next part here. So the second phase we're going to have here is turning that fantasy into a goal. Right? That's the thing we're going after. Now, if you've done this correctly, what you wrote down on your paper of what you truly want, it might be slightly out of your comfort zone, preferably out of your comfort zone. You might have wrote down you want a baby blue Lamborghini SV Roadster sitting at $500,000, and you don't even have $10,000 in your bank account. Don't worry about it, bro, because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move that fantasy into a goal. We're gonna start moving in that direction. And here's the most important part, which is the foundation of my channel. So make sure you subscribe below. You're gonna have to shift your identity. You're gonna have to level yourself up. There's different things you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to lock in. You're gonna have to reprogram your self-image, reprogram your subconscious mind, all these different things that I teach on the channel. That's not the point of this video here, but you're gonna have to level yourself up, bro, because guess what? You think on frequencies. The thought patterns that you have right now, that has attracted everything you have in your life. So that fantasy you just wrote on a piece of paper, that's a different version of yourself. You realize that? That's a different vibration. You just used your imagination to create a new reality. So wouldn't it make sense that if you would have to become a different version, a different character to reach that level? So think about it right now. You're a level 5 GTA character. You just dropped into Vice City. You have a baseball bat and a pistol and a tank top, right? And if I put you on a higher mission, you're gonna die every time. That fantasy is a higher mission, bro. So you're gonna have to raise to the occasion. You're gonna have to level yourself up, and that's the point of this video. But this is just the first step of many, many steps that I talk about on this channel. So we're gonna have to turn this into a goal, and we're gonna have to change who we are. We're gonna have to lock in. We're gonna have to cut vices. We're gonna have to do reprogramming, boom, 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 all these different things in order to go to the next level. And so here's an important step, is that you cannot let the outside world control you. And this is the number one thing that will stop 90% of you, is that you'll say, DeAndre, where's the money gonna come from? Where's the people gonna come from? I'm only getting X amount of views on my videos, X amount of views, followers. Guys, do never let the outside world control your emotions. That's the first step of failure. I think it's James Allen said that the hardest thing a person can ever do is think. Thinking means to use your imagination to see what you want and live from that state, whether you have it in your hands or not. Thinking is looking at the outside world and looking at your bank account and saying, based on what you see here, you're broke, or based on how many followers you have, this is what you can do in business. That's not thinking, that's reacting, bro. Do you realize that? So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna have to think. That means that you're gonna have to take this fantasy that you have of yours, and you're gonna have to see it in your mind despite the outside world saying that where's the resources gonna come from. And this is the hardest thing that you'll be challenged with. Every single day, the outside world will challenge you. Every day, you'll be challenged if you're good enough. I'm going through that in my own phase right now, at my levels. Every day, you're gonna get challenged to see, are you willing to go through what's necessary for you to go to the next level? So refuse to let anything outside of you stop you. Not your mom, not your boyfriend. Usually they talk to men, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying? But your girlfriend, all that kind of good stuff, your parents, all that. I was doing a sales call yesterday, and this girl, she was 35 years old, and just the energy I got off of her, and I was like, can I be honest with you? It looks like you've never taken a risk in your life. It looks like you have a parent that controls your life, even at the age of 35. And she's like, how did you know? I was like, I can read it off of you. Like, you color within the lines. Bro, you're gonna have to go on a hero's journey. You're gonna have to color outside the lines. You're gonna have to do things you've never done before, and that's scary. Maybe in the coming up video, I'll talk about the terror barrier, when you jump into a unknown zone, when you start to have fear and how to deal with that, that'll be another video. But that's what's gonna start to happen to you. So never let the outside world control what's going on. So what we're gonna have to do now is we're gonna have to get emotionally involved with that goal, meaning we have to take this fantasy that you just wrote and we're gonna have to plant it into the subconscious mind, because right now it's just a mental image. It's just an idea that you have. You might be just watching this video up to this point being like, oh, this is cool, this is super motivating. Bro, we're not here to get motivated. We're here to actually change your life. I'm doing this for free. Like, here it is. It's what, 10 o'clock at night here in Dubai. I don't have to be making these videos, but I'm doing it absolutely for free because I know I can change your life, and I know that you can change your life. But you're gonna have to do these action steps that I say, and I'm gonna make videos like this all the time. If you have to hear it over and over again to the point that you're ready to change your life, then so be it. We're gonna be here and we're gonna fucking do it until you get to the next level. And guess what? Whether it's at 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, this applies to all levels. So you're gonna have to get emotionally involved in that goal. You're gonna have to take this fantasy and turn it into something you're excited about. You gotta get up in the morning and be excited. I'm moving towards my goal. I'm moving towards this fantasy. And you have to remind yourself every single day. I remember, I still have my goal card right here. Not the same one, but I have a goal card, right? So it's a card that has a goal on it. You probably can't read it. It says 20 million, 22 million, $24 million a year. So my goal right now is to get to $2 million a month. But at one point, it was only $100,000 a month. Back when I only had $100 in my bank account. Bob Proctor said, set a goal so big it causes you to dream. It causes you to get out of bed and get excited. I said, shit, I'll write $100,000 a month. 45 days later, I was earning $100,000 a month. It became true, because what happened was I didn't just mentally fuck with the idea. I actually got it, and I said, you know what? I could be this, but I'm gonna have to do things I've never done before. I'm gonna have to get uncomfortable. I'm gonna have to change some habits. I'm gonna have to raise to a higher occasion. And that's what you're gonna have to do here. So you're gonna take this theory and you're gonna plant it to the subconscious mind. You're gonna act like you have it. You're gonna believe as if you have it now. And it's that belief that's gonna change everything for you. You see, you don't have to worry about where the money, the people, the resources, and these things are gonna come from. All you have to do is work, build, dream, create, and everything will start to manifest in your life. Now, there's other steps in between that will help the process as I talk about here on my channel. So make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed below. But guys, these are the things that help me earn 7 figures, and you can do it as well. These are the things that are gonna take me to 7 figures a month. Guys, I'll be documenting videos every single day, teaching you exactly how to do that. And then the final step here is that you turn that into a fact. You actually realize it, because whatever you hold in your mind, you can hold in your hand, but you're gonna have to hold that vision here. You're gonna have to continue to think on that version of yourself you need to be. Think of the things that you want. Think on that fantasy, because everything in the world was created in the mind of another person. We live in a world that's plastic, and it will bend to the reality of consciousness, your consciousness. You're your own life. Think about like this entire room that I'm in. I'm in Dubai. Years ago, this was a desert. This entire city was a desert. Everything around your room was first a thought in another person's mind. Do you realize that? You live in a world that bends to the consciousness of thought, your thought. And so you're going to use your thought along with these other principles we just talked about in this video to take your life to the next level, to hit that 6 and 7 figure level, to build a fantasy, turn into a goal, and then realize it, materialize it, and transmute it from this idea, this frequency, this idea, to holding it into your material hand. Because if you can see it in your mind, you could hold it in your hand, brother. And that's how you're going to do it. Make sure you subscribe below. Make sure you follow me on YouTube. If you're not inside the school community where I teach you how to do this, and join other people that are doing the same thing, make sure you find all those links in the description below. But it's your boy DeAndre Saxon. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. See you soon.